For the Village of Round Lake Beach, this is our board meeting for Monday, June 25th, 2018. Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Here.
Trustee Valdez.
Here.
Trustee Wallace.
Here.
Trustee Butler.
Here.
Trustee Nichols.
Here.
Mayor Hill.
Here. Let the record show a quorum is present. Would you all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Any additions, deletions, or corrections to the agenda? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Moved by Trustee
Second.
Wallace, second by Trustee Valdez. We have a motion and a second. Any corrections, additions, deletions to the agenda? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The agenda is approved as written. We have the June 11, 2018 council meeting minutes up for approval. Any corrections, clarifications? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
Trustee Nichols, second by Trustee Husk. We have a motion and a second. Any questions, corrections, clarifications? Again, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those minutes are approved. We have no expenditures tonight to approve and no ratifications, so move on to our committee reports. And the trustees have any reports tonight?
I do as usual, Mayor. As far as Swalco, I just want to remind everybody, there's not a ton going on, but just that we have two recycling places now for electronics. One is the Grays Lake facility at 585 Berry Avenue, the Grays Lake Public Works. And then we have our own at the entrance to the gated sanitary plant on Sunset Drive. Both are open from, well, ours is open from 7:30 to 3, Monday to Friday, Saturday 8 to 1. And Grays Lake is open 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Monday to Friday, and Saturday 8 a.m. to noon. We also have the Gurnee facility at 1311 North Estes Street in Gurnee, by appointment only, second Saturday and fourth Monday of each month. There is a special recycling, electronics recycling event coming up Tuesday, July 10th, 8 a.m. to noon at the Mundelein Public Works facility at 440 East Crystal in Mundelein. You could also go to the SWALCO website for more information on that. Just a reminder also that if you wanted to subscribe to the SWALCO monthly newsletter, you get all the information from them that comes out constantly. Just go to the SWALCO website, click on the newsletter, and enter your email address, and they will start sending you all that information. And remember, recycle first, trash last. I have one more item. We have Beach Fest coming up in a little less than 3 weeks now. July 12th through the 15th. The 12th is just for the carnival, but the 13th, 14th, and 15th is for the full festival. 2 stages, lots of bands and music and entertainment. Our carnival, food vendors, regular vendors, beer tent, everything. There's something for everybody. So come on out to Beach Fest.
What bands are we having this year, may I ask?
Have our 2 main bands that we have are on Friday night we have Brass Buckle Band for country, and on Saturday we have Modern Day Romeos.
Country and a little bit of rock and roll. Awesome.
We're all looking forward to the Beach Fest as always. It's a great time. Hopefully Mother Nature will cooperate again this year.
I'm hoping. I'm watching the weather, and it's iffy. It keeps
Don't
going
watch
back
the
and
weather.
forth.
Yeah, it is too far in advance right now. Well, thank you all again for all the hard work you guys do on Beach Fest. I know it's a big undertaking, and we have some good volunteers, and it's going to be a great event.
Thank you. It's well worth
And
it.
Mayor, now over here on this side of the board.
Talking about music and comedy, the midweek break on the lake, successful for our first June event. It is getting bigger, but we need to get more of our community members out and about. It's close walk over to the lake or drive on over. We got plenty of parking. Music and comedians, food and drinks. It is a free event for the family. It's family friendly, so come and visit us. We'll have comedians, 3 comedians on stage, and then 3 different musical groups too. So come on out and see us on the second Wednesday of the month.
Right at the Cultural Center.
Cultural
Great.
Civic Center on the lake.
Trustee Nichols, I just want to remind everybody, if you see the Facebook post, share it.
Yeah.
I mean, that is Facebook is the fastest way to get it out there. I know Beach Fest, we do that, and if everybody shares it with everybody else, I mean, it spreads pretty quick, so.
All good information. Anything else? Okay, in our mayor's report tonight, I just have the one item. We have the appointment of planning and zoning commissioners. We have two commissioners that are up for reappointment. We have Patrick Vargo and Lee Benedict. Guess we'll do a reappointment of Patrick Vargo first. He's not able to be here tonight, but is there a motion to approve the reappointment of Patrick Vargo to the Planning and Zoning Commission?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Butler,
Second.
second by trustee Husk. We have a motion to second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols. Trustee Husk.
Aye.
That's approved. And Lee Benedict is here tonight. Lee, thank you for stopping in. Thanks for serving on our Planning and Zoning Commission, and I hope you will continue with another great 5 years. You guys help us weed through all the, what's happening with the properties and what's best for the community, and we really appreciate all the effort you put into it. I also said appointing Lee Benedict to his 5-year term. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Wallace,
Second?
second by trustee Nichols. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
That's also approved. Again, thank you, Lee. Thanks for coming down tonight. You're welcome to stay for the meeting, but it's not required. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee.
Thank you, Lee.
Here's our clerk's report tonight. Okay, move on to our items of business then. See, we have item A, is an ordinance adopting prevailing wage rates to be paid to laborers, mechanics, and other workers performing construction of public works in the village of Round Lake Beach, Lake County, Illinois. State law actually requires us to adopt a prevailing wage for public works projects, and then we have to pay more for the projects than we have to pay, and forcing us to do less for costing more. And it's really a shame the state put this burden on us. But that's the way it goes, and they make us spend our taxpayer money where we really shouldn't have to. But it's state required, so we need to pass this. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Wallace,
Second.
second by trustee Butler. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Item B, as a resolution approving the Illinois Public Risk Fund pooling agreement. They've updated their agreement to add new members and to make it easier to bring the agreement up to date with current technology. This is for our workers' comp insurance that we have. It's a great risk pool that's saved us quite a bit of money. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
trustee Nichols, second by trustee Wallace. Oh, Husk, thank you. Second by trustee Husk. We have a motion to second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Item C is a resolution designating the State Bank of the Lakes as the village's provider of banking services. They've been doing a great job for several years since we did our request for proposals. We're going to extend the agreement for another 2 years, and at that time, we'll probably do another request for proposals. But right now, we're going to continue with the State Bank of the Lakes. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Valdez,
Second.
second by trustee Husk. We have a motion to second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Item D is an ordinance correcting a plat of dedication relative to the intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Round Lake Beach and County of Lake. When Hook Drive and Rollins Road was reconfigured, it changed the positions of the easements. The area has been replatted, and now we need to approve the new plats showing where the easements are versus where they moved the road to. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Butler,
Second.
second by trustee Wallace. We have motion to second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Item E, an ordinance approving additional minor changes to special use permit and final development plan for the Walmart property at 2680 North Illinois Route 83 relative to online grocery pickup. They're going to be reconfiguring some of the parking lot for an online parking area, online pickup parking. We just need to approve the changes as part of SUP so that they can't just do that. They have to have authorization by the village because it's reducing their parking, I think, just a couple spots. Compared to the size of the parking lot, it's very, very minimal. So that should be nice for our residents that want to use the online pickup. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second?
By trustee Valdez, second by trustee Butler. We have a motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez. Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Item F is an ordinance amending a special use permit with certain variances and departures for a used car lot and automotive repair for the property of 1425 North Fairfield Road. As you all know, we have required SUP for any automotive use. Let's see, they're going to be expand used car lot, introduce automotive repair on the lot, just north of the property, 1425 North Fairfield Road. And, that's your position, okay, it's your property, okay. Do you have any questions from the board or any comments? No, okay. Okay, anyone on the board have any questions? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Wallace,
Second.
second by trustee Nichols. We have a motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Thank you very much for going through the process. I hope you have a very successful business. Let's see, item G, as a resolution authorizing and approving an award of contract to Leo J. Fox Trucking and Excavating in an amount not to exceed $7,315. That's for the demolition of the house at 317 West Hawthorne Drive. This is one of those that the village went after. It's very dilapidated. It'll be demolished and help clean up the whole neighborhood over there. I've had residents ask me for some time to get this house torn down. I'm glad we can finally take care of that issue now that we have it in our hands. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Husk,
Second.
second by trustee Nichols. We have a motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez. Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. That was our last item of business. We don't have any executive session tonight, so at this time it's open to public participation. If you have a question or comment for the board, please come to the microphone, give your name and address, and either state your comment or ask your question. Well, thanks for being here tonight, appreciate that. And since we have no executive session, we have no action on those items, is there a motion to adjourn? Motion by trustee Butler,
Second.
second by trustee Wallace, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.